Oh, yeah.
And let's have a party, celebrate, and let's have a good time, you and me, 'cause everything is alright. Just believe you'll see that we gon' make this thing explode.
Welcome back, guys. This is Tauntaun777 here. We're back with some Shadows of Mordor. And we're going to go get the last artifact of the game. And then we're going to go through all the artifacts and find all the little secrets and whatnot. But first, what we're going to do is we're going to free some of my bros. You're free. And we're just going to Shadow Strike you. And then we're going to grab you and interrogate you.
You are mine!
Yes, you are. You are mine. And so, let's see. Okay, he has some intel I need. These are all the bodyguards for this one war chief. So now I know who they all are, so now I can hunt them down and kill them all. So let's see here. Okay. It says I am standing on top of the last artifact, or is it up above? It's up above. Okay, I got you. I read you. I read you, artifact. I read you. Okay. No. Grab it. There we go. Sweet. Okay. So we got this. It is a Gondorian coin. Merchants across Middle-earth know if it's Gondorian, it's good, and they freely accept these silver pieces, known as caster, as currency, trading them across the civilized realms with almost all the races of Middle-earth. This particular coin likely made its way into Mordor through the realm's primary trade route, the Sea of Nurin. So let's find the memory point. There it is. Up there it is. Play the memory.
It's good. A coin of the realm.
Sure, but it's the coin of Gondor's realm.
If you don't want it.
I didn't say that, Captain. But how about a few less of these and a little more of that elvish cloth you brought over from Eregia?
I think we can do that.
Interesting. So we're just going to go back and let them do their little talkie thingy. This is what they would do every time you'd find an artifact.
Wealth will not save Gondor. Uruk do not care for trinkets.
Sauron will use gold to buy allies among the kingdoms of men.
Very true. Very true. Okay, so let's go back to... I think it's appendices? No. Yes. Artifacts. Here we go. Okay, so we're starting up here at the Mortar and Pistille. So let's find the memory point. A remarkable find, this artifact may date back to the Second Age, to the great Nurnian, okay, whatever word that is, insurrection, wherein the Dark Lord Sauron willingly fell into captivity. It would likely have been used by a healer to grind roots and herbs into creation of Palus and I can't say those, required to keep an army hale and relatively healthy. Okay, memory points, there it is.
The first messengers have rolled into camp. They're reporting few casualties. We've struck a mighty blow against the forces of Mordor aligned against us. Let it be so, and not fools' idle chatter. Haggadorn, what news?
They say we've won a monumental victory. You'll not be needing all that Athelis you've been grinding, my friend. Few need healing on this day. And more's the wonder. They say the Golden King has brought back a prize. Sauron himself. They're in the heavy chains.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. So, that's interesting. Let's find this. Morgoth. Before Nuren's fall, its priests and dark oculus held sacrifices to strange gods in the temples, and graven idols such as these were freely worshipped. This idol represents Morgoth, the first Dark Lord of Middle-earth, and was likely carried to the mainland by missionaries seeking to spread his vile message. So not all missionaries are good.
Farazon. He's been sold a bill of goods, all right. And what do we get? More war, more taxes.
Mad lady.
Human sacrifice in the town square. You can hear the screams all day and all night, and we're made to worship this hideous thing. The great tree kindling. The king's ears filled with rubbish from his advisor, the great chained wonder Sauron, now princely Sauron. Islandale is right. Numenor is ruined, and the boats can't take us away from this charnel house fast enough.
Interesting. So apparently Sauron was brought in as a king. Or I don't know. This is really odd. I don't know the full history. So let's go to the strange rock. It's an awkward rock. Let's see. Orodruin's eruptions are sudden and violent. When the mountain awakes in fire, none are safe. The sky is darkened with smoke and ash, and fiery rocks are shot high into the air before landing with deadly force. This glassy obsidian stone is one of those volcanic rocks. It dates back to the Second Age, perhaps to when the Dark Lord formed his initial bond with the volcano. These remnants of Orodruin's fury are prized with their hardness. They are often sharpened to make weapons. There we go, memory.
Where'd you get off to, child?
I found this, Daddy.
This kind of rock is very rare. It comes from the volcano. There. Now, Doom is a foul place, angry and mean. It will explode when Sauron is near and plotting, spitting all manner of foulness into the air. Smoke and dust and rocks that burn the ground. It does this as a warning. I will not stay silent for long. Sort of like your mother. Don't tell your mother I said that.
Oh, snap.
So this rock is...
It is a rock, nothing more. And you needn't be afraid of a rock or Doom, which is silent to this very day. And sweetie, if you need a lesson from all this, why, here's a fine one. Even a foul place like that volcano can produce beautiful things.
I guess it could, in a sense, so that's interesting. Straight from Mount Doom itself. Toit. Okay. What is this? This cog was spit from one of the great Uruk war machines, perhaps an excavator. As the Uruks push farther and farther into Mordor, they have torn up the land seeking resources to fuel their Dark Lord's massive war effort. Excavators churn the ground to uncover metal from the forges, clay from the kilns, and any artifact, weapons, or tools that may be of use. Oh, there it is. No. It was right there. I saw it. It's right there. Okay, fine. It has to be at that angle.
Here, found it in New Doom.
What is it?
They got these machines, see? And they're digging up everything in New Doom. The thing tears the land up. Then the slaves pick through everything. Clay and mud go to the kilns. If they find metal, that goes to the forges. Anything they can use, they take back. And if they find an old weapon or piece of armor, they hand it off to the Urukai, the big uns. Maybe to study, maybe to wear. I don't know. They're on the move for sure.
We must know what is happening in Mordor. We have other eyes there, but yours are sharp. You serve us well. You'll return there and report back. The Council must not learn of your actions. Do not get caught.
Snap, bro. They got a spy. That's pretty tight. I don't know how they were able to enlist them. I don't know what they said to them. Okay, Numernians carried a great many things with them in their great Desposia. This journey was long and perilous, and not all who undertook it lived to see their new homes. They carried with them what they could beyond their physical possessions, the tools and the trinkets. They also carried with them their shared dreams for a better life. Their land was consumed, but they would live on, and their relics are spread throughout Middle-earth.
He's in jail for a reason.
For saying what we're all thinking.
You want to live forever? Plow in this field?
The elves lord it over us. Don't they just? Sauron's right. We can live without pain, without growing old.
And you want to go to war to make that happen?
I want the king to listen to good ideas.
Well then, he should have nothing to do with Sauron. Fighting with the elves is not a bad idea. It's the worst idea imaginable.
Yeah, why the fudge would you go fight the elves? And he is in Goyle, major typo. We all see that, right? Okay, good. Anyway, so yeah, let's not fight the elves. That's a bad idea. Crazy lady, you want to go fight the elves? Be my guest, but I ain't gonna go fight those fools. This horn heralded the great victory at the end of the Second Age by the last alliance at the Battle of Dagorlad. It blew in defiance of the mouth of Sauron and an assembled army of more than 300,000 orcs and the Dark Lord himself, who ruled over the forces aligned against the men and elves. It sounded the charge on the battle plain and serened the fallen dead, those unfortunate souls who would be forever doomed to haunt the dead marshes. That sucks. Here we go.
They say the enemy is weak on the left, and that the dwarves will tear through them there. Maybe then we can leave these filthy marshes and go home. Yesterday, the enemy made a call for parley. We saw the emissary's party ride out, a terrible black figure atop a black horse, and flanked by 2 huge men, similarly clad in black. They were not allowed to ride among our lines. Amid suspicion, they would scout our disposition and report back to their vile master. Instead, a small group of elves and men rode out to meet him. We could not hear what was said, but there will be no peace. Around the camp there are whispers. They say the emissary's mouth blackened and burned with Sauron's words, and that saying them caused the emissary great pain. He promised only slavery and toil, and I am compelled to believe it. I cannot help but think we will never make it into Mordor. Only death awaits us here.
Such positive thinking, bros. So, this is kind of cool, little horn. Go toot toot. Play a good mean saxophone solo. Anyways, let's continue on. We got the pickaxe. Uruk referred to mining as working the black seam. As they extract iron and adamant from the earth to fuel their war machine, they are adamant miners and oftentimes use steel pickaxes, such as this one, to extract ore. Now, however, the pickaxes are in the hands of slaves, and the Uruks serve as overseers. So they're great foremen. That's all the Uruks can do. They're just great foremen. That's all it really boils down to. Can I please... Where is it? Here on the handle? There we go.
Black captains and Urukai. Damned if I can't tell who's worse. Who are we working for these fools in the first place? We should be in charge.
Snap.
Come on. Don't you want to crack the whip instead of having it cracked over you?
You'll be the death of us talking like that.
Here now. Think I'm talking about talk? I'm talking about...
Less whining, more mining.
There's the first throat I'll cut.
Oh snap, so it's a backstabbing community, as we already knew, and they really don't like taking orders from anybody. See, that's the sole reason why this saying there's too many chefs in the kitchen is there, you know? Because all of these Uruks want to be war chief. Everybody wants to be a war chief. If you have all the war chiefs, then who are going to be the Uruks who do all the other little jobs and I can go stab and throw down a ditch? Nobody. There will be nobody left, okay? You guys have an important role to play. The myth of the filthy, crude, encrusted Uruk Grog Bowl is just that. Uruk trainers beat it into their charges to keep their grog bowls as clean as possible to avoid the old soldier's disease. These bowls are commonly made of clay and baked in huge kilns, but Mordor has proved a fruitful realm for the Uruks, and now some bowls are made of metal or wood. It must be clean, I don't want any diseases. Well, no wonder you have a lump on your head. Kind of makes sense now that I think about it. Okay, it's vibrating, there it is.
We'll go tonight. No more being bossed around by that damned Urukai. We'll sneak into the barracks and bleed that spark dry. He won't be so high and mighty when he's dead. And we'll run the place. You and me. All's for us.
Face me? More grog?
We won't be going hungry. That's a fact.
Well, I think in that conversation we know who's the smart one and we know who's the stupid one. So yeah, obviously you guys will do okay. Nice little grog bowl. Serpentine Blade. Ooh, that thing's nasty. A deadly shiv. Shiv, this Serpentine Blade has played a role in many betrayals. Uruk power struggles are legendary. Weaknesses is not tolerated, and warriors move up in the ranks by murdering their superiors. The Uruks have been roused by their recent successes in Mordor, and as the soldiers' ambition grows, weapons such as these are becoming more and more common. Well, yeah, look at that thing. That thing doesn't just go through your body, it rips it apart. Look at this sucker. There it is on the hilt of the blade. That's just one wicked little...
Remember me, filth?
What the?
Change of plans, lads. I'm in charge. And we're gonna tear the Black Hand up.
Don't you forget about me!
Oh yeah, right. My, memory's not that good.
Oh my lord. And this is why the Uruks can't have nice things, because they keep, just doing stupid things like that. Let's just kill off the smart people. That's okay. And then semi-smart people come up, and I don't know. I try to thin that out. I'm trying to help the learning curve as I go around and just, I don't know, take out all the dumb war chiefs. Basket Fragment. This utterly unremarkable basket has seen better days. Few, if any, of the outcast possessions have survived. In bygone days, this basket would likely have been carried by a woman on her daily errands and used to carry all manners of goods. It's a fancy basket, I can say that much. Ah, dang, it was right there. Come on, play.
Stop! Do not move! By order of Gondor, trespassing on the Morannon is punishable by death.
Ugh.
Do not... A woman? The outcasts now send women alone to steal from us.
Do your worst, Ranger, but I will fight.
You were but skin and bones.
I can still fight.
Gather what you can and run. Quickly, before the others see you. Shouldn't be led to starve. Quickly now. Go! Go!
Okay, so that tells us how Aragorn found his wife. She was stealing from him, which is tight, I guess. I don't get that. I guess I don't understand the history that well of why Gondor is being such, jerks to the outcasts, But I guess Gondor probably banished them into Mordor. I think that's probably what happened. And so Gondor's be like, you all prisoners. It's like, okay, savages. Whatever. I don't know. Rangers reading primer. The Rangers of Gondor are not just powerful warriors, they also perform a host of duties throughout the kingdom. Depending on the circumstances, a ranger may be called upon to serve as a mediator, a judge, a medic, and on occasion, even a teacher. Rangers have been known to carry basic reading primers, and during their stays in villages where opportunities for learning are sanctioned, to select a few favored pupils and show them how to read and write. Oh, that's tight. That's pretty tight. Look at that. It's on the buckle. It's on the buckle of the book.
Sound it out now.
Fear no. Fear no. Why must you put me through this, Aragorn?
There's no one to blame but yourself. You begged me to teach you the words in my books.
I regret that now. What use is the page here in Mordor?
Here, look at this. It's a note for you.
My love. Be my knife?
Try again.
Knife?
Or... wife.
Wife? Yes, Aragorn. I am yours.
Oh, snap. That's one way to propose. I give you that, Aragorn. I give you that. Look at that. I can zoom in and out on these suckers. I did not know that. That's pretty tight. Interesting proposal, little book. Let's go teach some peoples, he says. Musty Toem. This almanac has been bound in leather and appears to be more than a century old. The writing within it is complications of history, poetry, and translation from across Middle-earth. It gathers together works of antiquity from the great realms of Gondor, Erenor, and Numenor, and even some samples of songs from the distant halflings. And the most curious entry is the Lament, a work of metered verses, a metered verse whose conversational origin has been debated among scholars for many years. It has been suggested by some that its author was an Ent, one of the ancient shepherds of the trees. Well, that'd be tight. Pretty tight. Go Ents for making poems.
Are you Athelis or Hithless? Why can't I find anything in this almanac? Well, only one way to be sure. Cheers. Now I wait. This will either cure my fever, or I'll be dead in seconds.
It shan't do either. You'll need to ground it up for its healing properties.
You, the outcast woman.
I'm Erin. I never got to thank you, Ranger. There are but few of your kind on the Black Gate.
Duty clouds kindness in these parts. That's why I deserted. I'm here gone.
Okay, I guess we're going backwards. I don't know. So, he read the book wrong. Good job, bro. You couldn't even kill yourself or heal yourself right, bro. I don't even know what your goal was anyways. Look at that. The book shrinks and increases. It's amazing. Man, that dude. Horned helmet. Look at this thing. This helmet was once used by outcasts of Undun for secret rituals. The horns are the leather, and the leather worn were taken from the wild kind of Ara, hunted far from Mordor in the fields of ruin. It dates from a distant time when these men were prisoners of Gondor, made to toil on the constructions of the Tower of the Teeth. Even now, the outcasts remain mistrustful of those wearing metal armor. This helmet is a reminder of dark times past, a hairbringer of darkness times to come, and a symbol of the outcast's determination to never again live under the yoke of slavery. They kind of failed. I'm just saying. Where's the little spot point? You know, like, they really did kind of fail. There it is.
You've let me into your homes. You've let me into your lives. And now you bestow upon me your greatest honor. Though I come from the Black Gate, though I was once known to you as the enemy, I turn my back on Gondor. You people, you outcasts as you've been named, are people of honor, people of strength. I have found love within your tribe, but for your tribe as well. And you have taught me of a life I thirsted for, but never knew existed. Now it is my time to teach you. I will impart to you all my knowledge of war. And the orcs push us, but we will find strength and push back. And this land will be ours.
Interesting. Okay, so a little ceremonial speech saying, I can help you all beat the crap out of people. Tattered note, a parchment letter sent from the outcast Erin details her intimate capture by the Uruks. The note is clearly intended for Hiragon, her husband, and leader of the outcasts. Whether it has reached its intended recipient is another matter entirely. I'm going to have to say, since we found it, I'm going to have to say no. Let's see what this says.
My dear Hiragon, I hide outside the camp and pray they do not find me. They are taking anyone they find into slavery. If only you were here. But I know you must fight the Uruks, or there will be no chance any of us will ever be free. I fear I will never see you again, if they find me. I do not know how long I can survive. Your beloved wife, Erin.
I'm going to have to say he found the note or something, because we went off on a whole little rampage to go kick some butt. So we'll say that that's what happened. For sure, for sure. Ranger's Cloak Clasp. These decorative metal bands were used by rangers primarily to keep their cloaks closed. As guardsmen of Gondor, rangers were held to exacting standards by their masters, and this meant keeping their clasps polished. Rangers would use the clasps as makeshift signal devices, catching sunlight to create reflective flashes to communicate with their comrades over long distances. That's not too bad of an idea, to be honest.
The towers will be up soon. Don't know why we're calling them the Teeth. They should be called the Jaw.
Because they'll be hitting us there.
Indeed. Right in the jaw and as often as they can.
That's a grim outlook, brother. We'll be able to see into Mordor here, and bite if necessary.
I feel like that plan backfired, like hardcore backfired. Yeah, we can bite them back. Yeah, I think they hit you right in the jaw and kind of knocked you out. I don't know. I don't know what the total dealio was. I have no idea how many we've gone through right now. So we're going to do this one, and then we'll call this one an episode, and then later on we'll have another episode where we go through the rest of the artifacts. Okay, guys, so let's see what the iron shackles are. These are prisoner's shackles, leg irons to be specific. They date back to the Second Age and were most likely worn by Gondorian captives, men and women whose involuntary Siricata built the towers of the teeth flanking the Moranian. These captives would later throw off their shackles and begin a new life as outcasts in Undun. Some would keep their shackles to remind them of their hardship. I hear vibrating. I don't hear, I feel.
All right, worms. Welcome to the Black Gate. You'll be building our watchtowers for us. Hard work will be rewarded.
Sir, do you mean hard work will be rewarded with a shorter sentence?
The traitors, the lot of you, murderers and thieves. When I say rewarded, I mean I won't throw you to the catacombs.
Okay, so the outcast used to be like the beginning of this. It's like Australia. That's essentially what it is. They started out as prisoners of war or prisoners of just anything, and instead of sending them to a prison house, they just said, "Hey, we're gonna lock you up here." And we'd be like, "Okay, that's fine." Okay, guys. So, anyways, we'll continue this next time. So yeah, we'll go through some more artifacts. This is Tauntaun777, and I am out.